I figure I'm pretty average at most things, but I'm good at a couple of things. You know, I know how to tell a story on film. I know how to do that. I don't know. That's a weird place to be, but I think a lot can be achieved by art and image, and you can convey a lot without actually having to say it. You can do things to affect people emotionally or spiritually, even without being overt. I always like to reference just a shot that, and it's in a Ridley Scott movie, right? And you don't know why it works, or why it's effective on some level, but it's kind of a profound, effective shot. Mm-hmm. And it's that first shot in the Gladiator movie where he's running his hand over the wheat, right? Mm-hmm. With that music and stuff. Why does that work? I don't know. You can't explain it, but it works. You know?
Well, Ridley Scott is a master. Yeah, that's a visionary human being. Mm-hmm. He sees things.
He knows how to shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's really good. It's a valid pursuit, I think, in storytelling. If you can do that, every time he goes out there, it's eye candy. It's a feast for the eyes. You know.
Do you have different goals with like different projects? Like obviously, Flight Risk is entertainment. It's fun. It's entertaining.
Pure entertainment. Yeah. And yes, different goals. And it was the other thing too is it's like we're living in a different time now in the film world. I mean, everything's upside down, and you have to compete in a medium where you have less time, less money. Do it fast. Do it now. And it's like, wow, can I do that? I always had the luxury of like, you know, big budget and 3,000 people on horses and all this kind of stuff, or, you know, and was able to take my time with stuff. But I had 22 days, and here you got tell this story in 22 days. So I felt the challenge of being able to do that and being able to make something that really got people, like they could watch it and enjoy it, you know. And I'm glad you saw it. I'm glad you liked it. And that's all I want. I just want people to have a nice little ride, a fun ride, entertainment. But yes, you have different goals with things. I mean, the next thing I'm going to tackle is more profound for me. It's going to take more out of me.
This is the resurrection story.
Yeah. And I even had to change my entire life to do it.
How so?
You can't go into a project as profound in nature as that without somehow preparing yourself for it. It's like preparing for a fight, you know. Right. It's like you have to be fit for the fight. And yeah, so you have to spiritually prepare yourself for that. And that's going to take some sacrifice. And because, I profess this and I profess that. I'm not a great example of Christianity, you know. I'm just, I'm flawed and I make a lot of mistakes, but I have to try and be better somehow in order to go in and make that film. So what does that mean? I think I know what it means, you know.
Well, one of the things that I thought was fascinating was reading and listening to Jim Caviezel talk about his experience playing Christ in your film.
Yeah.
That it just truly changed the course of his whole life.
Well, it was fascinating to watch him work, actually. And most of the time, I just backed away because he was doing something that, and I've seen a lot of people portray Jesus in films, right? And I never